Oh, yeah, no. I had it perfect. All right, hold on. Let's try this again. All right. Good morning. All right. All right. Just one moment. I know that I'm gonna show a bag, and I want to make sure I have the pattern link because I forgot to put it in the description box because it's me. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you all. Let's see if this is gonna work. Okay. All right. It worked. So I think I positioned my I normally look at my tablet like a TV, and it's up and down. I mean, I like the way it looks for this because then my eyes not like drifting totally away from the the camera, but man, I'm all like I was watching one of my favorite horror TV shows for the umpteenth time yesterday, and I was up until like one or two. And then I fell asleep to a book, so I fell asleep with like headphones on, so my neck is all like extra crunchy. So yeah, but I made myself coffee, so I'm doing okay. Yeah, today's gonna be a busy Sunday. I'm gonna be filming. Um, I did test out my microphone again on my cameras, and they sound good. I sent a clip to like various people that have different devices from like Google to to Pixels to I mean like to like some different phones, and only people that always seem to have any technical difficulties is Apple. Apple's are very interesting people. Like they even have anytime I have any Patreon peeps that have issues, they always usually have it with the Apple phone because Apple does a lot of shady stuff. So, like, okay, so on Patreon platform is on an app. All these other people, hello, all these other people have Google, Samsung have like the Google Store. So if you're an Android, you have the Google Store. So it is a free application. Um, you would think it would be in the Apple Play Store. No, it has something else. There's something with a server or something like that that they're trying to charge like Apple users like 20%. Apple is like Patreon people are like, no, it could be free, but there's something with one of their I don't know, something with computer talk, like with one of their server numbers or something like that, that they're trying to charge Apple users 20%, which is crazy because the rest of the population, this app is completely free. And I don't like it's really weird. I'm like no bashing on Apple because I'm one of these people, I'm just neutral. Like if you like what you like, I can give 2 cents. Like you get what you get. Like my husband is stuck in the ever ending Apple thing. Good morning. My husband's stuck in the ending Apple user, and same with my son and my oldest daughter. Me and my youngest daughter are Google users, and so we always have the great divide. But there's just this past year, there's just so many weird changes to Apple, and I'm like, there's not a lot of people speaking about it. So but yeah, I've noticed it with Patreon, and I'm just like, this is very interesting. And when I messaged people privately that couldn't hear me, they were Apple users, but they could still hear me if they turned the volume all the way up. Anywho, so yeah, so I tested that out, and I'm planning on making the video today so that way I can present to you tomorrow. The video is gonna be like the fastest video I've ever made. This pouch comes together like ridiculously fast. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna make a large and a small because it's gonna be like a 15-minute video, if that. Like seriously, it comes together fast. But I'm not an Apple basher, but you can go on timeout because you want to say unfair things. I said that I have both Google and Apple people. No, I have no problem with either one, but unfortunately, I'm seeing that Apple and Patreon are not working out, and Apple and a couple other major platforms are not working out. Like they're trying to charge 20% on some of these platforms where other phones are free. So, yeah. Good morning. So, yeah, so I'm going to be making a video for this pouch, which is the free pouch, which I'm going to be going over in details on how to make, not only make this pouch, but this is the pouch that I'm going to be doing the giveaway for. And in my That's So Nova's group, which you would need to either make the small or the large and take a picture and put it on Facebook. And it's going to be only available for the US, and it has to be Facebook only. I know some of you guys don't do Facebook, but this is how that I can keep everybody honest and everyone actually makes a post. I'm going to have a very specific post that you post this picture in, and you're also going to have to post it in the designer group, so that you know she can see that you made her back too. But this thing has no interface at all. So, and it bounces back nicely. I really like this. This is the large one, and I'm trying to debate if I'm going to make this small or the large one again. It zips up super cute. This is a water resistant cotton in here, and this is just vinyl. It comes together really easy. You get nice clean edges. I love how this comes together. I'm it's not what it's there's no binding, and there's technically no birthing to get the end result. Yeah, there's some flipping, but there's no birthing. You have to see the video to get it. But yeah, and I love how she utilizes webbing for the tabs. It gives it a more posh feeling, a very clean feeling. And I think this is cool. I think these little suckers can be popped out fast for graduation gifts, stop kits, like I don't know. I think these little things come out fast, and it's a free pattern. So I'm gonna go over this in a video, and I'm glad this is gonna be the video that comes out just after my last video. So this is so cool. So the way it's gonna work is I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna do the video, but tomorrow I'm going to explain the rules and regulations, and I'm going to make a go on live in my Facebook group and give the rules and regulations. Then there will be a post that has no video attached. It's just going to just have pictures of my bag, and the post is going to be open for 1 week from Monday to Monday, and it gives you enough time. You have 7 days to post one photo, and then once you post that one photo, you also have to post that photo into the designers group. So I can make sure that you follow just those two things, posting a picture in both groups, and then you're entered into the contest. 3 people are going to win clips, and I'll be giving away like 3 different colors clips that are a 45 pack, which is a lot of clips, and I will be mailing them out myself immediately on the following Monday. So as soon as I announce the winners, I unpack those bad boys up, and I'm gonna reach out to you as soon as you give me your information. I'm pretty much going to ship them out that day or following day, depending on how fast you get back to me. I don't sit on gifts because I'm impatient, so I get you. And then also the designer of this bag is also the same person that has the clips. She provided me with a discount code that's good for all the way until like I think May 25th or 29th. I need to go back and look, for 10% off of the clips as well. So I think it's going to be a fun, like, thank you for helping me get to 6K. And I think 3 lucky people are going to be awesome. But I also like the fact that the designer slash distributor of the clips was so kind enough and generous to give us 10% off. You have to understand, these people get their clips and they have like not a huge margin of profit for these, for, you know, their merchandise. To give us 10% is a big thing. So I truly appreciate when people do that. They don't have to, and it's just shows how kind and generous they are. So yeah, but this thing is super cute. Good morning. This is like a really cute thing. And look at it, just looks really sturdy for it to be. No, there is no, there's absolutely no, um, there's no interfacing. So I would like to try this because in her pattern, she does recommend like waterproof canvas. So I would like to try one with waterproof canvas because, you know, waterproof canvas has way more structure than vinyl. Like if you to hold, I don't know why it has more structure because I think the weft and warp, it's like tighter. So I just think these are a really cool thing to have. They're like, for storage wise, I think this, I don't know, I feel like this is a really cool drop kit to have. And I like the fact that it's only two, you're cutting out two pieces, right? So you don't need a template. The measurements are very short and sweet. Two pieces, one zipper, two tabs. That is it. That is your cut list. This is the easiest. This will be your easiest. Like if you ever put in to be in a contest, this is the contest for you. This is the easiest cut list known to man. Like I kept looking back, like there has to be more, right? No. Exterior, interior, two webbings, and zipper tape in a pool. That's it. And you don't even need a full bobbin. This is a perfect thing for a bobbin dub too. So I'm really excited to do that. So I'm going to be filming that, and then I should be releasing it tomorrow morning. And then you guys definitely download it. It's over at her site. And like I said, I'll give you the rules and regulations and all, like where you can post your pattern, and just tag me in the pattern, like, you know, Shova. But I will be looking over on her on her Facebook group vicariously too, like, what's up? All right. So yesterday I made a bag. It's called the Aberdeen Tote. It says Sewing Patterns by Christine Dans, but when you type Christine Dans into YouTube or into any social media, it goes to Hammer Stitch. If you put Christine Dans and Aberdeen Tote, it goes to Hammer Stitch. So I don't know if it was like yeah, even on the back of this, I got this from Emmeline Bag, it says Hammer Stitch. So I don't know if this was like a print error on like the printers on a paper pattern, but it's, if I put the link to this pattern inside here, inside the chat, it's Hammer Stitch. That might be easier for you to remember. She has like 4 or 5 patterns, and they're on in paper or in PDF. This little thing looks, hold on, let me take this out of the plastic. This little bag looks like it's large, right? Like I was like, the way it is, it's like an illusion. I thought maybe because it's broken up into 3 parts, and because this part is smaller and this is a little bit bigger, and they're not like symmetrical. Like you normally when you see this part, this will be the same, which would make it look smaller. But because this part and this part are different size, it gives it an illusion that it's taller than what it is. And when you, the height of this, it's only 12 inches tall, so a size of a standard school ruler. So it's not very tall. So I wanted to make this because it reminded me of a couple different bags, but I do like the fact that the front has a zipper pocket. So I decided to make it in this bag. It comes together wickedly fast. So I did do some things to change it up. I do have leather on it. So in honor of May the 4th, we have a nice May 4th bag. So of course I had to use some of Alchemat's hardware, and I cut out a brown, like a brown Death Star, but it's not, just a circle, but I'm gonna say it's a Death Star, so just roll with me here. And I use Alchemat's beautiful cotton, which is like this floral where it has like little hints of Star Wars. I love this print. This is one of my favorite prints by her. And if she ever comes back out with this with cotton, I want enough to make like a rockabilly dress and make Kendall a camp shirt. So, so it's like this, and then this has a hidden zipper right here. You can't, it's not hidden, but because I use the zipper tabs the same, this is a cork up here, and the green zipper tape kind of blends in with the cork and definitely blends in with the cotton. You really don't notice it. It's just, so you have a zipper pocket right here. And then when you turn it around to the back, you have a double slip pocket. So I was able to use one of Lauren's that when I go to Lauren, if she's watching this, I am going to I'm going to probably like buy all of your Lord of the Ring and all of your May the 4th tags. Like seriously, when I go to TSA, come back home, they're going to be like, what the hell is wrong with you? um, so like, I have the May the 4th tag from Lauren here, and it just lines up so effortlessly and nice. Okay, so I don't like the stapler, but I always do staple on joints like this so they make sure there's no shifting. But when I sew around that, I swear to God, I do not hold my breath the whole time. I might pass out if I go slow, because that when they don't line up, it drives me batty. Okay. So then you have a D-ring here. I cut my leather handles with a pointy edge versus around it because I wanted to give it a different look. I got a handmade pull from Georgia Girl Stitch. I need to order more of these. They're my favorite pulls of all time. The donuts, they're so chunky and thick, and I just love how they say handmade. When people come and buy, they're just like, they don't even question, because I usually get questions like, oh, do you buy them pre-production and do something to alter them? But when they see the handmade pull, people are just like, oh my God, so great. So I can't show you everything in here because I have a modification that I'm going to be showing Patreon, but there is a slip pocket, and then I put a self-fold pocket on the other side and a quirky little modification. But you have leather punches that you put in to the cotton part so that it doesn't. I put a nice little clip here too. So just in case you need to clip something like your ID or badge, you can just stick it in there and just put it in here. You know it's not going to go anywhere, like if your bag tips over. So I thought this is a really cool one. I did a nice brown webbing for the crossbody, and I think it's going to be a really cool bag. And I don't know, I really, really like it. It's really pretty to me. It's Star Wars, but it's not in your face. It kind of reminds me, I feel like Vera Bradley would do a cotton like this. That's what I feel like. If Vera Bradley meant this like a Dooney and Burke pattern, this would be it. Thank you. Yeah, seam matching is my thing. That's the only time I either use double-sided tape, but it has to be that super sticky one that you're like, God, this is going to gum up my needles, or that's when I use a staple. I do have something, there's something in there that has a new modification for the inside for something like that. I just can't show it to the public. But if you're on my Patreon, you're going to be seeing it like in 5 seconds. So it's going to be called the Lynette. So it's in my Patreon team, we pick a sew along pattern, and then we kind of like brainstorm and we try to figure out different modifications. We try to figure out different modifications, and my dear sweet Lynette always wants me to do a key fob, and there's only so many variations that I see a key fob. My favorite key fob is from the Weekend Bag from Knotted Thread Co. And I felt like, honestly, there's only so many you can do. You have a D-ring or you have a swivel hook or whatever. So for about a month and some change, I've been thinking of different variations, and she's been a file in my email, and I would type different things in there. And then it hit me like a ton of bricks. An idea that my modifications always hit me like a ton of bricks. Just, I have there's something I'm working on now, but there's something out now that it's hilarious because I have my receipts. I have like my files for my email. My email is my best friend. Okay. So it hit me like a ton of bricks. I put it inside of this one, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to make the Lynette for everybody. and in Patreon, so that that could be a level up and a cool modification. And I figured out the numbers, how they can adjust the numbers so it can fit inside any and every bag, and they can keep modifying. Just like I had a customer right after AwesomeCon asking me to do a duffel bag with a shoe for his, his a shoe hole. Well, the only person that had a shoe hole at the time is the Beast from Alexis. So I have a mock-up of that from the Dallas duffel with Alexis's shoe thing. And it's pretty cool because today Sophistication has one. The shoe department looks worlds of difference. Alexis's kind of pokes out into more of a three-dimensional, and Sophistications has a tab on it, which is hilarious, a side tab, because that was the thing that I was stuck on. How can I do the side tabs to have the strap connectors? I was actually thinking about installing them on the body of the bag and doing it kind of like a visible one, but having, so sorry, I'm going to use zipper tape. Okay, so this is, pretend this is not zipper tape. I was going to, instead of having the tabs on the side to hold your crossbody, I was going to feed a really piece of leather inside here, and then cut a slit, and then spread out the seam allowance, and then stitch down, like cut a slit, feed this into the material like so. This is going to look weird, but just trust me. This is my process. This is how I think. And then take this and not only stitch a X on both sides, but then rivet it in two places. So that way it can hold the weight of a cross body. But then now I see Sophistication actually use the shoe thing with the strap. I still don't think Alexis's shoe back part can have a crossbody strap to it. I've been studying, I have like my own personal Beast, and I've been studying that for since like the 8th. So yeah. So I have a modification of the Dallas duffel with Alexis's Beast that I've been working on for the past month for this gentleman to have a Dungeons and Dragons leather bag. That's one. Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. It's, yeah, that tape is just god awful. It's just, and my double-sided tape, for real, if anyone came into my workroom, you will be like, Shanova, it has probably my curly hair. It has string from God knows what, because I have dropped double-sided tape. I drop double-sided tape like no one's business. So when I see other like live people and people are doing double-sided tape and there's nothing in their tape, I low-key get jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, how do you do it? You have powers, don't you? Because I don't have these powers. Like, I don't know. And just also, like, I have the worst luck with silver marker pens. Like, they work for me for about 3 weeks and then they dry out. Say with friction pens, I don't know if it has something to do with being in the basement. I don't know. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't understand how people keep but watch people's live, and I'm like, they're not picking up new ones either. Like, I was looking at some, and somebody will have like a roll that looks like it's 1/3 of the way from being gone, and it's has no double-sided tape on it, or I mean, like threads. I'm like, how the hell do you do that? Like, this is magic, and I would like to know what kind of magic you have so I can have it on my own. But this is, if you're looking for a fast fun make and something that you can do wickedly fast, the Aberdeen tote is really fun. Let me look at the package because I'm going to say hammer stitches, but it'd be oh simple. Where did it? I put the link on inside if you scroll. So yeah, that was fun. All right. So the box came, my bag of the month box. I thought this month was Shannon. Shannon is May. We're getting April's box. So Shannon's box ends at the end of May. I don't know why I think I was backwards. Blame it on my dyslexia. I'm so sorry. But I opened the box because last time I almost opened, I didn't see what's inside. Last time I almost opened the box cutter onto my hand. You guys were this close for me saying, I'm going to stop the video. I'll come back once I stop the bleeding because I went like this with the box cutter and it like touched my thumb. So from that point on, I've realized I need to open the box off camera and then just not look inside. Oh yeah, I made a vanilla latte. The coffee beans are vanilla, and then this is just milk that I froth. I'm my frother is my best friend. All right, so what I liked. All right, so I first of all, I love these big stickers. I don't know if Salutated Tomatoes ever watching me, but I absolutely like this big sticker. I don't know about you. Like these brown boxes are amazing because you can reuse them and recycle them and whatever. But when they put this sticker on it, I get excited. Like I don't know, it's just like best mail ever. And then they had new faux leather fabric inside. I was like, this came on Friday. I was like, I can't open this up until Sunday. What the? You guys know I love you because I'm that person that if I get a Christmas present and it's sitting in front of me, it is like temptation. I don't know what I don't know. I can't. I'm not really patient. So okay. Of course we have the infamous paper, their tissue paper. I feel like a save on that. If I'm going to be honest, I like the idea of tissue paper, but it could be like literally saved. Like I may be wrong. I love the sticker on the box because you're like, yeah, it's Sally Tomato. Like you're excited. So, all right. And everything fits in this bag. And Kendall will reuse his box. He'll try to peel the stickers and all that stuff like that. So like when people buy bags for me, he loves using recyclable boxes. Okay, I think we have. Okay, I don't want to go ahead of myself. I think we have different interfacing that I've never seen. Okay, they're about to have me shook. Okay, you know how I feel about interfacing. All right. It keeps the bag keeps sliding. Gotta love plastic. Okay. The bag literally is so slippery, it just keeps sliding down everywhere. The classic Ziploc bags, you know. All right, so we have bag stock. And okay, so we have bag stock. And the bag that we have is the Marina. I've never made that one. It's a unisex bag. I'm covering up the coupon code. I've never made the Marina. And what's inside is a pattern, faux leather fabric, fusible woven, sew and interfacing, Basel fleece, and a heavy stabilizer. And we have 9-inch zipper 3 and a 24-inch 5 zipper. I gotta say this, to the patterns that have 3-inch zipper, I kind of low-key love this box because I never have 3-inch zippers. So they make me excited to use something. I don't have to provide a 3-inch zipper. So like I know that's a small favor, but oh, is this okay? So they have where we could download the pattern. And then, okay, scan the code. We have a coupon, and then we can download the pattern. Okay, I like that. Oh, she has it how you can use all the materials on here to cut things out right. That is so cool. I love when designers do that because sometimes you get lost. Like immediately, I know I need to cut out the bigger stuff first, but then after I cut out the bigger stuff, I kind of go into panic mode. Like if you see me cut out the Aberdeen yesterday, after I cut out the bigger stuff, I could see my cork dwindling, so I kind of go into panic mode. Like, am I going to have enough for the rest of this? So when people do provide maps, not everyone has the time. I don't expect all designers should do that. And if you're designers out there, I'm not saying all of you guys should do it because I know you guys put a lot into stuff. Like, I'm not expecting you guys to bend over backwards and do a million cartwheels. But there's like a few things that always make my life easier is maps, the anatomy of a bag. The anatomy of the bag saves my life because I'm like, what do they mean? This part, like anatomy of a bag saves my life, and maps for fabrics because then I'm like, okay, mostly just the exterior. The woven doesn't really like bother me, but the exterior, because then I'm like, okay, I have enough, or no, I need to choose another one. All right. All right. Richard, we didn't need to know that. That was that's, oh, someone else got it. All right. So I am not too sure. I don't know what interfacing this is. Anyone? It's super glue here and smooth here. All right, so again, they said fusible fleece, woven interfacing, foam, all right, so they don't mention heavy stabilizer interfacing. Is this the heavy stabilizer? There's no other interfacing, so I'm assuming this is interesting. All right, so I might need to reach out to Sally Tomato. I don't know how fast they're very fast at responding back, and ask them. And then we should get more answer. This is not buckram. Buckram doesn't fold this easily, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious. Oh, I use buckram a lot when I make hats. So and I've used it a lot in bags. It's really good bottom stabilizer. Depending on what buckram you get, it can't scratch up your hands. So like if you use it and let's say you're done with it and you go wash your hands and all of a sudden you're like, my fingertips and my top of my hands are burning. It's a very scratchy interfacing. So I am I don't know. I might have to reach out because I just showed, they said faux leather. Okay, so for the interfacings, it said fusible woven. I showed that. Sew in foam. I showed that. Basel fusible fleece. I showed. This is not fusible. This has no fusion. There's no glue on here. And then the next stabilizer is just a heavy stabilizer interfacing. I mean, it is sturdy. Like this weighs more than Decaville Light. Like if I was to cut a piece of Decaville Light in this, it would be the weight would be between Decaville Light and Decaville Heavy. They'll be in the middle. Interesting. I will email Sally Tomato. I'm glad that we get to open this box together. So, all right, let's look at. All right, this is new vinyl. I feel like I opened this in like a holiday box. Not Jiminy. Okay, so another Achilles in me is this clean plastic. What I like though is they seem to cut out the majority of the two big pieces and cut them into different sizes. So this is the I don't, hold on. I swear to you, I feel like this looks familiar to me. They said this is the new faux leather. It just looks like something we got in the holiday box. I love this texture though. I just feel like I had a green one. Maybe I'm tripping. This is absolutely beautiful. And let's look at our hardware. Oh, this with this color will do really nicely. So we have rose gold 3/4 of an inch, and everything you need is in here. So you have your D-rings, your sliders, your zipper pulls, and even your rivets. That's so cool. And then you have your zipper tapes. It's like this beautiful like chocolate brown with rose gold. You have your size 3 and then your size 5. That's really pretty. That's a really nice combination. Whoever did the color, like the color schemes for this, they did a phenomenal job. So they did a really, really good job. Like it's a beautiful, beautiful color scheme. I love this basket weaving. But yes, I'm curious about this, so I will be messaging. But yeah, I have never made that bag, and this is the great thing about this box is that you might be familiar with the designer, but you may not have a pattern. Backstock is really try and true. Everybody has made the everyday tote. You know, there's certain bags that I have made the Trailblazer so many times that I don't even need the pattern. I just start cutting out the pattern pieces and I know exactly where everything goes. So when you get a box like this, you're like, okay, I may have the pattern. No, I don't have this pattern and I've never actually seen it or sewn it. So now I'm really excited. And it's cool because I'm in a cross body swap, and I might use this pattern to make my cross body swap for somebody because it is unique and different. So I like it. And again, I really like the fact that not only two designers are collaborating on something, but that a designer and a person that has like their own like hardware and a company that has carries hardware and fabrics are coming together to make something, you know, a collaboration. It just shows that there's room for us all, and two, that it just it seems really cool. I love the fact that we get their foam, their woven interfacing. And if you are like kind of you're new to Sally Tomato and you haven't tried their stuff, I think a box is a really good way to try all of their materials, like their interfacings, their hardwares, their zipper tapes, and even their vinyls. Last month, I think we had some cork. So like you can have a tendency to dabble with anything before you go, um, you know, with anything. Yeah, it looks like weft, but I think it's the hard stabilizer because everything else on the checklist is accounted for. I will definitely ask questions, and if I get an answer, I will report it back to you guys. But yes, that is all I have today. And I just want to leave you with this because a lot of people are like, I had some people ask me, what is May the 4th? May the 4th is a celebration of all the Star Wars trilogies. It was, it came out, somebody started it in 1979. So before I was born. This is a well oiled machine. And it's a message. It's a message that started in 1979 that has continued on to this day. The message in this franchise is that hope and compassion triumphs over darkness and oppression, even in the most overwhelming times. So just keep that in mind. And when someone says Happy May the 4th, that's what it means. So I will talk to you guys all tomorrow, and hopefully you'll see the video release tomorrow as well. So I hope everyone has a really good May the 4th, and I will see you tomorrow for the Revenge of the 5th. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.